All right, guys, it's Talk About It Tuesday with Coach Mac. I'm sitting outside Carlson Ice Arena, home of Food for Fuel Kitchen. And I was just thinking about this. First of all, I'm sitting outside in February, early February, and I'm not freezing. That's kind of crazy, right? But the second thing I'm thinking about, and I wanted to share this, and I bring this conversation empathetically, but I really wanted to have this conversation. And I want those of you to know that it's coming from, I want those of you that are listening to know that it's coming from a pure place. I'm not trying to make anybody upset or offend anybody, but and I probably should have scripted this so I stay on point. But here it is. I was thinking about it. It's crazy how if somebody gets on a health conscious journey and they start to lose weight, they start to feel good, they start to change the way they're eating, they start to exercise more, they start to think about their next, good meal, or they start trying to avoid some bad things, and somebody sees them and recognizes that they lose weight, it's quick and easy for some people who aren't ready to kind of pick a little bit of fun at them, right? And to pick on them and like, oh, we eating all tofu today, or, what's the next latest and greatest health thing? And, it's quick and easy to pick on that. Oh, are we going to work out, or, that type of thing. But when people gain weight and get fat in a short period of time or a long period of time, it is taboo. Like, nobody's going to be like, holy crap, you got fat. Like, holy crap, you really look unhealthy. I'm concerned about you, right? Are you in a size 8 or a size 12 now, right? So that conversation happens and, or doesn't happen, but a lot of people think about that. And we see ourselves and we see other people, and it becomes kind of a custom. I think it's natural that we are okay with the thought of ourselves and other people gaining weight. Like, that is a natural progression, and that is expected. Although I don't think it really is. I don't think it's supposed to be that way, but I think that's like the social norm. That's what everybody sees and expects. But nobody's going to say anything because that's offensive, right? So it's offensive to point out if somebody looks unhealthy or has unhealthy habits. It's offensive, and it makes people feel bad, right? So we don't do it. But if people create healthy habits and start doing things that are more health conscious, regardless of what it is, if people get into an elevated health consciousness and start to try to improve their health, there are a lot of people that are going to pull that back and are going to pick on that and are going to say something about that. It's like, geez, how much more weight could you lose? And, hey, your pants are falling off. And it's not always in a positive, encouraging format, right? So, and I know some of you that have been on a health conscious journey probably know what I mean. But I think we got to change that. And I hope that this does not offend anybody. Here's the reality. 75% of us are overweight, are obese, and we need to be on a health conscious journey, right? And it's not just the weight, but the weight is a symptom of decisions and habits, right? Usually of sitting around more and not being active enough, usually poor eating habits and not, thinking about food for fueling our body. And we do have to always remember that anything that we eat or drink is either going to feed disease or it's going to help improve our health outcomes. And the other thing that I say all the time, medication is used, right, to try to help offset a symptom and to try to help make a symptom better. It does not cure the underlying problem. And I think that we all know that when we fuel well, we feel well. And when we fuel poorly, we feel poorly. Medication, in my opinion, in most cases, is something that once we get on it, unless we make those dramatic changes of what we're eating and drinking and the movement that we're making, we're probably going to be on that forever, including whatever comes next and higher doses. Until we get to the point where we are willing to elevate our health consciousness and eat for fueling our body and fighting disease and really think about that and move our body more, I think that's going to be the trend that we'll always have. So my point to you is, I know that it seems offensive to let people know that they're overweight, that they look like they're gaining weight and maybe have unhealthy habits, but yet, on the contrary, it's not when we look at the other way of if people are on a health conscious journey, we kind of pick at them a little bit. And sometimes that's because those of us that are doing the picking aren't quite ready, and sometimes it's because we just don't know that it could play a negative effect on that person. So if you know somebody that's on a health conscious journey and trying to get better, I strongly encourage you and suggest that you encourage them and feed off of them, because all of us need to elevate our health consciousness. There is no diet, there is no end game. It is a constant thing where we should just always be trying to figure out, how can I get a little bit healthier? How can I have a little bit more energy? How can I enjoy my life a little bit more because I'm able to do things a little bit more? So anyway, that's it. I can go on forever, and I hope that that resonated with you, and I hope that you have a wonderful, healthy Tuesday, and we will serve you soon. Later.